Dear students, myself Dr. Deepti Srivastav, Associate Professor, Government Dungar College, Bikaner. Today we will discuss on rhinchocephalia. Rhinchocephalia, an order of class Reptilia, is considered as an aberrant group of reptiles which appeared first in Triassic and passed smoothly through the Mesozoic. It is a true diapsid reptile now represented today by one very conservative living species, Sphenodon punctata. It is called by the natives of New Zealand as Teutera. Teu means back and Tara means spine. It is a lizard like reptile which grows to about 2 feet long and has well developed pentadactyl limbs adapted for walking. Gadow referred it as the last living witness of the bygone ages. This primitive reptile is called the living fossil. It is a very lazy creature. It lives in the holes on the slopes of the sand hills of the shore with the petrels on amicable returns. This animal is rigidly protected by law. It emits a soft frog like croak. It feeds on insects, crustaceans, and worms. Distribution. Sphenodon was formerly known on the main island of New Zealand but is now restricted to some small island in the Bay of Plenty and appears to be on the verge of extinction. General anatomical features. The lizard like body of Sphenodon is about 2 feet long and the tail measures about one third of the whole length of the body. The animal is nocturnal. The body and tail are laterally compressed and a series of spines are dorsally present along the midline. Limbs are pentadactyl, legs are short and primitive in nature. Sometimes 10 to 11 carpals are present. Hind limbs are typically pentagrade. The upper surface of the body is covered with small granular scales and the lower surface is covered with transverse row of large squarish scales. The head is large and there is prominent ridge over the eye. There is a foramen above the outer and one above the inner condyle of the humerus. There are 11 carpal elements in all, 4 in the proximal row, 2 centrals and 5 in the distal row. In the tarsus, the tibial and fibular elements are quite distinct, though firmly united. The intermedium and the central are firmly fixed to the tibial. There are 3 tarsal bones. Teeth are pleurodont and homodont like reptiles, but they are monophyodont. The teeth are pointed, triangular, laterally compressed, and arranged in two parallel rows, one along the maxilla and the other along the palatine. The teeth of the lower jaw bite in between the two upper rows, all the rows becoming one down in such a way as to form continuous ridge. Each premaxilla bears a prominent chisel-shaped incisors represented in the young animal by two pointed teeth. In the young sphenodon, a tooth has been found on each vomer, a condition unusual among reptiles. The pubes are united in a symphysis. in front of which is a cartilaginous epipubis. A large oval foramen intervenes between the ischium and the pubis. A cartilaginous hypoischium is attached to the ischia behind. In the skull, there is a complete lower temporal arch. The quadrate is immovably fixed, wedged in by the quadrate jugal, squamosal and pterygoid. The premaxilla are not fused together but separated by a suture. There is a broad palate formed by the plate-like vomer, palatine and pterygoids. The pterygoids meet in the middle line and they extend forwards to the vomers. There is an pterygoid extending from the parietal to the pterygoid and quadrate. Sphenodon retains the large parietal foramen in which it is non-functional median pineal eye. There is no orbital foramen. There is no orbital foramen. The anal opening of sphenodon is transverse. There is no copulatory organ, that is penis, in the male. The vertebrae are amphicoelous and fully ossified and intercentra are present. The ribs are single-headed and have uncinate processes. There is a sternum and abdominal ribs. Chevron bones occur in the caudal region of the vertebrae. There is a small median bone, the proatlas, intercalated between the atlas and the occipital region of the skull. Caudal ribs become fused with the vertebrae. The lateral temporal fossa is bounded below by an inferior temporal arch composed of jugal and quadrojugal. Jacobson's organ is present in a rather primitive form. A urinary bladder is present. There is a T-shaped interclavicle. Coracoid is without fenestra. It lays 10 to 13 leathery shelled eggs which are buried few inches below the surface of the soil. The young ones are hatched 13 months later. This is the sphenodon. In this figure, we can say the label diagram of sphenodon. In the dorsal side of the body, that is back side, a dorsal crest of spines are present. Mouth is present at the anterior most portion of the body. There are eyes, tympanum, nostril are present in the head region. Clawed digits are present in the fore and hind limb. A strong tail is present. तो इस तरह से हम देखते हैं कि स्फिनोडॉन ये न्यूजीलैंड का एकमात्र जीवित रिनकोसिफेलिया ऑर्डर का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है, जिसे ट्यूरेटा भी कहते हैं। इसे जीवित जीवाश्म कहा जाता है, लिविंग फॉसिल। यह बिलकारी, मांसाहारी और रात्रिचर, रात को निकलने वाला प्राणी है। ये चट्टानों के छोटे छिद्रों या बिलों में अथवा जल में रहता है। ये सुस्त प्राणी है। कभी कभी रुककर चारों ओर देखता हुआ धीरे धीरे रेंगता है। छिपकली के समान इसका शरीर है। इसकी पूंछ लेटरली कंप्रेस्ड होती है। इसमें 2 जोड़ी टांगें होती हैं। पंजेदार पैर होते हैं। इनका शरीर, ऊपरी शरीर छोटे दानेदार शल्कों द्वारा या स्केल्स द्वारा ढका रहता है। उस पर स्पाइंस की एक मीडियन डॉर्सल रो पाई जाती है। इनकी आंखें बड़ी होती हैं। इनमें एक मुख्य इंटरेस्टिंग कैरेक्टर है पीनियल बॉडी या पैराइटल आई या थर्ड आई की उपस्थिति। पैराइटल और pineal eye. An interesting feature of Sphinodon is the presence of a pineal or parietal or third eye. On the forehead, in the center of a rosette of scales, occurs a transparent scale below which exists a small eye lodged in the parietal foramen of skull. It has a lens, pigmented retina, and supplied by a nerve from brain. Some lizards possesses a similar median eye but without nerve supply. In all other living vertebrates, the pineal eye is vestigial. It is believed to have functioned in types now extinct. तो स्फिनोडॉन में एक इंटरेस्टिंग फीचर है जिस इसमें पीनियल या पैराइटल या थर्ड आई उपस्थित होती है। इनके मस्तक पर या फॉरहेड पर शल्कों के गुच्छे के केंद्र में एक पारदर्शी स्केल होता है जिसके नीचे स्कल के पैराइटल फोरामेन में एक छोटा नेत्र या एक छोटी आँख उपस्थित होती है। इसमें एक लेंस तथा पिगमेंटेड रेटिना होता है और इसमें ब्रेन से एक तंत्रिका की सप्लाई होती है। कुछ दूसरी छिपकलियों में भी एक ऐसा मध्य नेत्र होता है परंतु उनमें तंत्रिका की सप्लाई या आपूर्ति नहीं होती। अन्य समस्त वर्टिब्रेट्स में पीनियल आई अवशेषी या वेस्टिजियल होता है। यह अब एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुके या लुप्त हो चुके प्रारूपों में सक्रिय था, यह विश्वास किया जाता है। तो ये देखिए, यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं स्फिनोडॉन के फॉरहेड में पीनियल आई। Causes of its long survival. There are 3 important causes of its long survival. These are: it was free from its enemies because the placentals and other large terrestrial animals were introduced in New Zealand quite lately. Slow rate of metabolism and conservation of sufficient energy. Lethargic habit and long period of incubation of the fertilized eggs. Why called a living fossil? The living fossil is an animal that has survived beyond its era. It is the one species or such a group of species that has continued existence when the other closely related contemporary species have become extinct. Sphenodon is the sole survival of the order Rhynchocephalia. Its anatomical features indicate several primitive characters such as स्फीनोडॉन को लिविंग फॉसिल क्यों कहते हैं? लिविंग फॉसिल मतलब ये जीवित तो है, लेकिन इसके साथ वाली जो जितनी भी उसके उससे क्लोजली रिलेटेड स्पीसीज थी वो अब एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुकी हैं। स्फीनोडॉन अपने जब से इसकी उत्पत्ति हुई तब से लेकर आज तक इसमें बिना कोई परिवर्तन हुए यह जीवित है, इसलिए इसको लिविंग फॉसिल कहा जाता है। The skull bones are shaped and disposed in the manner of extinct group of reptiles. Teeth are fused to the jaw bones. Presence of pineal foramen. There are several characters which resemble that of dinosaurs and other extinct reptiles. It resembles with the ancient Homosaurus in several features except the presence of uncinate process of the rib in Sphenodon. Thus the term living fossil is justified for Sphenodon. This animal, which has been called the voice of the past, has been given absolute protection by law in New Zealand. Affinities. Sphenodon possesses several characters which are present in different groups of animals. So, actual position of Sphenodon in the animal kingdom was somewhat controversial for some time. Its affinities with different groups have been discussed below. Affinities with amphibia. The circulatory system of Sphenodon has some resemblances with Chordata or Urodela. These resemblances are aortic arches arise from a short common stalk which is comparable to conus arteriosus of the amphibians. Presence of ductus arteriosus and ductus caroticus. The pattern of distribution of blood vessels almost similar, but these resemblances are mainly because of the reason that Sphenodon is an animal of primitive nature. Because of the presence of several reptilian features which have been discussed below, amphibians' affinities cannot be accepted. Affinities with dinosaurs. There are some resemblance with the dinosaurs. These are Dapsit's condition of the skull, that is, the skull has two vacuities, fixed quadrate bone, abdominal ribs, uncinate process of the ribs, but there are some differences also. That is, in dinosaurs, double-headed ribs are present, not single-headed like Sphenodon. Dentition is thecodont in dinosaurs. Absence of clavicles and interclavicle. Absence of parietal foramen. Absence of third eye elements. So, Sphenodon cannot be linked with the dinosaurs. However, its reptilian ancestry is evident. Chelonian affinities. The following are the important resemblances with the chelonians. First, fixed quadrate bone. Second, ribs of caudal region fused with the vertebrae. Pectin not present in the eye. Urinary bladder present. The differences with chelonians include the following. Sphenodon is terrestrial but chelonians are aquatic. Teeth absent in the chelonians, only horny beaks present. Parietal foramen in chelonians, unpaired vomer, no sternum in chelonians, cloacal opening longitudinal in chelonia but transverse in Sphenodon. Males have penis in chelonia, opening of oviduct on ventral side. Crocodilia. Affinities with crocodiles. Dapsid condition of the skull, fixed quadrate, presence of proatlas, presence of abdominal ribs, fusion of caudal ribs with vertebrae, uncinate process of ribs, presence of chevron bones, cochlear process tubular. Dapsid condition of the skull, fixed quadrate, presence of proatlas, presence of abdominal ribs, fusion of caudal ribs with vertebrae, uncinate process of ribs. On the other hand, it differs from them in the absence of thecodontic, procellus vertebrae, four-chambered heart, pectin in eye, copulatory organ, and in the presence of clavicles. Affinities with lesser tilia. The important resemblances are the following. The body plan is similar, proatlas present, ambulocellus vertebrae in certain geckos, single-headed ribs, chevron bone present in both, structure of the respiratory organs, parietal organ common, cloacal glands present. However, there are some differences also, which are quadrate fixed in sphenodon. Most lizards have procellus vertebrae, rami of the jaw united by symphysis in lizards, erect ilium in sphenodon, clavicles and interclavicles present in sphenodon, absence of conus arteriosus in lesser tilia, presence of pectin, uncinate process of tire ribs absent in lesser tilia, copulatory organs present in lesser tilia, presence of lower temporal arch. Systematic position. Sphenodon is approximately referred to as a living fossil because it has retained many primitive characteristics of fossil or stem reptiles belonging to the Permian period and has changed little through the past 200 million years. Some of these primitive characters are median pineal eye, widely roofed mouth, three temporal bridges in skull, forward extension of pterygoid to meet warmer as in stegocephalians, amphicoelous vertebrae with persistent vestiges of notochord, abdominal ribs, emergence of three aortic arches from a short common trunk comparable to conus arteriosus of amphibia, retention of ductus caroticus as well as ductus arteriosus, and absence of copulatory organ. In spite of its primitiveness, Sphenodon is neither a degenerate nor an ancestral form. Rather, it is a highly modified type that has persisted from earlier times. As such, it resembles as well as differs from orders Squamata and Crocodilia in many respects. Therefore, it is quite reasonable to place it under a separate order of its own, the Rhynchocephalia. तो इस तरह से हम ये देखते हैं कि इनमें ऐसे प्रिमिटिव कैरेक्टर्स हैं जो कि 200 करोड़ वर्षों से बहुत कम परिवर्तित हुए हैं, यानी कि इन जब से ये उत्पन्न हुआ या जब से ये इवॉल्व हुआ तब से लेकर आज तक इसमें ऐसे प्रिमिटिव कैरेक्टर्स हैं जो बिना परिवर्तित हुए आज भी उपस्थित हैं। तो इनके अपनी प्रिमिटिवनेस के कारण स्फिनोडॉन ना तो ये एक डीजनरेट रूप है और ना ही एंसेस्ट्रल रूप है, इसके बजाय यह हाईली मॉडिफाइड प्रकार है जो कि पर्मियन पीरियड से लेकर अभी तक चिरस्थायी है। तो आज हमने स्फिनोडोन के बारे में पढ़ा, जो कि रेप्टिलिया वर्ग के ऑर्डर रिनकोसिफेलिया का एक सदस्य है। थैंक यू।